First time doing this, you guys. I've got a little bit extra facial hair this week, and I just want to make sure everything's working. So if somebody give me a thumbs up that the audio seems to be clear and that everybody can see me. Oh, that's different. All right, we've got a party going. So I'm gonna just hang out for a minute, let some people get in here that are maybe lagging a little bit. And thank you, Adam. He likes my facial hair. He's always commenting on the facial hair for some reason, probably because he has some. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam Mock. Who else we have in here? We have Mark from the segment, Andy, Air Blair. Good to see you guys showing up for my first live stream. I don't really know what to call it, actually. It's the first thing I'm doing. I'm going to try to do something every week. Basically, the format is going to be something like I create like a little one sheet, loosely based off that, and hang out, chat with you guys on Thursday evenings and just talk about my week, talk about your week. Let's see what's going on in the news. Let's see what's going on in life. Let's check in. Let's see how people are doing. We'll talk about my week's video, this one that just passed, and give you a little secret inkling of what's up next. So with that, how are you guys doing today? How the hell are you? How are you? Mark this says, wish I could grow facial hair. I think everybody technically can. I wish I could too. It seems to be missing certain parts. I'm basically at the phase of growing facial hair where you got to get past that annoying part where it's like not fully filled in certain sections, and you just got to give it the extra week. And I've never been able to do it. So I'm trying to force myself to stick with it until it does. I could probably do some trimming around the mustache and the goatee, but it is what it is. I'm going to enjoy a cold beverage here, courtesy of the YT glass. And thank you to YT always for their support with the channel. Take a little sip here. Oh, my wife is in here. Everybody say hello to Heather. Heather McGinnis. That is my wife watching from work. Yep, she works late. She works harder than I do. That's a little fun fact for you. Got a ride in at Greer after work today. Good for you, Mark. Stop bragging. Also, I don't know about you guys. It's raining here right now in Fullerton. I have the house and everything is making crinkly noises. We love the rain here in California when we get it, right? But what the hell is going on with like no rain for 8 months and then it rains every 3 days for 2 months straight? We need some balance here, people. I'm venting, I'm complaining. This is my therapy session right now. I want to ride my bike, and every 3 days on cue, it rains enough for the trails to remain closed. I was hoping that tomorrow we would get like a Santiago Oaks opening or a Liso Woods or something, because I want to bring out the bikes and get some exercise in. And oh man, I have a feeling that tomorrow and Saturday now they're going to be closed because we just got jumped on for another 2 hours over here. I don't know about you guys there. How about you, Adam, in Laguna? Is it raining there as well? How about Mark over there in Marietta, wherever the hell you live, out there in the boondocks in the desert? Sorry, I'm picking on Mark a little bit right now. I know these guys. I'm allowed to do it. Okay, Joe says it's raining in Santa Ana too. Catch a break for the weekends. The only damn time I can ride. Yeah, it's raining right now in Aliso. Tumor Warrior. Hey, how are you? Thanks for the update, man. If this were the summertime, I'd be jumping for joy, but man, we're getting saturated over here. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what I've got on my little one sheet here. We've got some news to talk about. Let me put on my little newsman cap here. This is probably not new news, but it's interesting to me. In the bike industry now, things are going a little bit weird. Things are getting a little bit different than they were in COVID. COVID, things were crazy. You couldn't get a bike. People were buying billions of bikes. But now that the pandemic is kind of over, you see, those bikes are plentiful and a lot of people don't ride them. So they're up on Facebook to sell, they're on Pink Bike to sell, and there's a smorgasbord of bikes for sale. I think the bike industry is reeling a little bit now because they can't sell bikes because of that. They sold so many and couldn't get any for so long that right now it just seems to be a little bit crazy. Specialized announced an 8% reduction in the global workforce, and they cut their entire ambassador program. And I'm thankful I don't ride for Specialized or have them sponsor the channel, because I'd be done. Times are tough right now, and companies are reeling with their budgets, I think. And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of negativity here. I'll save that for another part of the news thing that I have coming up. But it's tough, man. This is the way, like ups and downs in the bike industry. I come from the skate industry, and we had it too when Nike came in and they bought up all the pro riders and took all they just oversaturated the market with marketing dollars and budgets. And it's not happening the same way in the bike industry, but it's happening in a different way. There's ups and downs in every industry. And I just thought we could touch on that. I also saw that Sam Pilgrim signed with Canyon, which is interesting. The only reason I bring him up is because, like a lot of us, a lot of content creators that I know, he was a professional mountain bike rider, he still is, but makes a living doing YouTube videos. And it shows how valuable that is to brands and how things are possibly changing. It's a slow process, but it's changing slowly. I think that YouTube and content creators going into the future are going to be looked at more as part of the industry instead of this niche on the side that nobody really understands. At least I can hope. Martin says, good to see you recovered from your accident. I'm hearing a lot of chatter that the bike industry is in trouble, overstocked, etc. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying right here. I know that things at YT, I don't really know what's going on with that, but I'm assuming that it's every company. I'm happy to announce that YT is going to be supporting me again in 2023. I'm going to be going to the Bentonville Bike Festival in May. You hear that, Heather? My wife is watching and she does not know that. So that's news to you and my wife. I just had a meeting with them today, and I'm really excited for that. Some other secret things that are happening. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling this year, going to Spider Mountain for sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to take a road trip to Bentonville or if I'm going to fly out there. I know that YT is going to have some bikes out there for the festival. That's going to be a thing. So we'll see. It's quite a drive, but I like driving. I like getting away. It's one of my favorite things to do is traveling. So, let's see who else we have in here. Richard says, Ibis is making cuts too. I saw that on BKXC's channel. He, I think that's the last bike that he announced in his video that he's going to be getting from Ibis. It sounds like they let him go. That's sad. I'm sure he sold buttloads of bikes for them. And apparently maybe it's one of those companies that aren't seeing the value, which is crazy because it's not a quantitative value. It's brand awareness. I don't need to get into my little marketing right here, but somebody at Ibis needs to get their scramp together because they're losing somebody that's very valuable and an inspiration to a lot of people out here. Let's see what else we got here. I've got local news as we did. That was industry news. So I've got local news here. This is not just local. It kind of goes for everything. So I wrote this down. There were 2 fatalities in Joshua Tree National Park throughout all of 2022. In the first month of 23, the park has already matched that count. And the first death was a heart attack, and the second was a 58-year-old woman after falling and hitting her head in Rattlesnake Canyon. So the reason I bring this up is because it kind of shocks me that people in Joshua Tree are falling to their deaths. It's not like, the Portal Trail or some crazy cliffside bridges or Zion where you fall off the side of a mountain. I guess it's dangerous when you're hiking there and stuff, but guys, I don't dwell on this, but this struck me as odd because we do something that's way more dangerous than taking a hike. And it's just a reminder for me when I see something like this in the news, a reminder for me, and maybe this is a good thing to point out, to take it for granted, not to take it for granted when we're out on the trails. The trails are our friend. As our confidence goes up, so does the friendliness that we feel with them. But don't forget that they're not always on our side. And one stupid, meditation gone wrong, or you take yourself out of the ride for a second, that cliff that's not there, that just appeared, it can take you down and bad things can happen. So just appreciate your surroundings and appreciate the trails. That was kind of the reason I brought that into this conversation. I don't like dwelling on the negative as much as only if it can bring some positivity and some realization to the points. I do have a question of the week. Let's check in for a second. No brakes. I was hoping to get an F-loop ride in tomorrow, but with all this rain, I should buy a kayak. I know, seriously, my street is when the rain's coming down right now, it's a flood stream going down there. People get loaded at Joshua Tree. That's true, Charles. It's a pretty big party camping spot as well. Nick asked, is there any trips planned for 2023? Definitely. The Central Coast is on my radar for February. I want to go back to Morro Bay, get in some Montana de Oro riding in, because that's one of my favorite places to go. My buddy Jay is going to be flying in, and we're going to go to Vegas and Joshua Tree, of all places, next week. I'm going to bring the bike just in case, but for him, it's his birthday, and he's flying in from Connecticut, and I don't ever get to see him. So we're just going to go and do some hiking and stuff like that. He doesn't mountain bike, so I'm going to bring the bike just in case and see if I can get him on one. Definitely Bentonville, like I said. Santa Cruz, Sedona probably in the fall. I'm going to miss the Sedona Bike Festival, unfortunately. I've been to a bunch of them, though, so I don't feel like I'm missing that much on them. They're really fun. I actually prefer it riding Arizona when it's not the bike festival. There's less people, the trails are less crowded, and to be honest with you, the lodging is a lot cheaper. It's hard to find a place during the festival unless you have a hookup, or you're sleeping on the floor with 5 other people. Is it raining here in Laguna? Yeah, it's raining. It's raining everywhere, everybody. So the question of the week I got, and I did some research on this one because I was surprised by the answer. It doesn't really have anything to do with mountain, but it has something to do with mountain biking when we go camping. So does peeing near your campsite keep away wildlife? Now, I always thought you pee, you mark your territory, the animals know to stay away. That's kind of what it's not like a big thing, but it's something that I thought was okay. You're like, peeing near your campsite isn't that big of a deal. But here's the answer, and it surprised me. All pee usually smells the same and interesting, and bears, lions, and other predators are interested in anything that smells interesting. Human excrement, urine, attracts bears and should not be in your campsite. The National Park Service promotes that belief as well, adding that the salt in your urine attracts wild animals, including bears and lions, and that's for us around here, and should be deposited well away from camp. 2 other no-nos that you should be aware of: you don't have to bury your urine, and you shouldn't pee on vegetation. Urine is harmful to many species of plants. Duh, I knew that one. Move about 100 yards away from camp to urinate in big predator country. Finally, you can pee fearlessly into large bodies of moving water for the safest of all bet. I don't feel guilty peeing in the clean river, but I guess that's how it goes, right? So I don't know. That's the question of the week. A little fun fact there I didn't know about. I learned something from that, and I thought maybe we could take that with us when things get a little campy. When we go camping, we just talked about going to Joshua Tree, do some camping there. Make sure to pee well the hell away from your campsite, so a bear doesn't come and eat you. I don't think there's any bears at Joshua Tree, but if there was, hey, it's one less thing to worry about. Why take this percentage chance on getting eaten by something when you don't have to? Oh, we've got a super chat from Brian Betts, $4.99. Hello, Brian. Brian's a good friend of mine. Brian has a child named Casper, and Casper is very well behaved. Hi, Casper. How are you? Hi, Jessica. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for watching. Let's see. You're taking me out of my game now, Brian, that I know you're watching. All right, so let's get into the next thing I like to talk about. Aside from just mountain biking, guys, I want this live stream to be something that involves mountain biking, but it also involves life itself. What am I doing when I'm not on the bike? Obviously, it's raining a lot this week, so I've been watching some television. I've been editing. I hope you guys liked my Santiago Oaks video that posted on Monday. I'm trying something new. Doing a little history of the trails and things like that. Oh man, I'm not gonna repeat what I just read there. Caught my eye. Something about a golden shower. Anyway, yeah, the Santiago Oaks is a history. It's something new I'm trying for the channel. I hope you guys like it. It's a little bit different, and it adds some kind of another side, another dimension to the channel. I really love history. I minored in it in college, so I had a lot of fun doing that. So if you guys enjoy that, it seems like you did. I got a lot of great feedback from that. I've just finished this week's video, and it's another history video, and it's going to be based around the car wreck trail in Aliso Woods. That car that's there, what kind of car is it? Why the hell is it there? Well, I dug in some research, and I found out some things that you probably didn't know. That is actually posted already on my Patreon channel. If another plug for Patreon, if you guys want to go and enjoy the community over there, we do group rides every month. Little Patreon plug. So that's coming on Monday morning, and I'm excited about this one. It was a lot of fun to make. If you guys have any other places, please drop comment here, drop a comment underneath the videos. I have a lot of ideas of a list of places that I'd love to do. I'd love to do delving into and figure out where things originated from. It just brings a new appreciation to the trails we're already on, right? Like, so we're riding on these trails. The trails are there for a reason. Usually, especially like a place like Downeyville, those are old mining trails from back hundreds of years ago that people used to cart coal and gold out of. Now there are these awesome trails that we blast down on our mountain bikes. Like, there's so much history in these places that we're just blasting through. That's why I always like to stop and take a moment and appreciate, because your bike brings you to such a pretty place, a beautiful place. So take a minute, take it in, and it's just going to make that trip and that ride that you're on that much more enjoyable, right? Just slow things down for a second. Let's slow things down for a second. Blair says, "Where is Car Wreck Trail?" Blair, you know where the hell that is. Damn it! Am I allowed to swear on here? I'm not going to swear. I'm going to keep things PG for Casper out there and Brian. Brian loves to swear in front of his child. He's a bad father. I'm kidding, Brian. You're not a bad father. Car Wreck vid was awesome. Thank you, Andy, and great to see you here. Andy was on the Downeyville trip for our Patreon trip, which I'm about to start figuring out if that's going to happen again. Last year we went to Downeyville together, a great group, 20 of us from Patreon, and had a blast one weekend. And yeah, it was a good time. All right, so what are you guys watching this week? You guys watch TV? You guys watch YouTube? What other channels are you watching? What shows are you watching? I know I'm a big video game guy, so I really loved The Last of Us that premiered in HBO on Sunday night, and I'm a late bloomer to this show, but when I'm editing and stuff, I like to have some kind of thing in the background. So I've been watching and catching up on Yellowstone, of all places, of all shows. I didn't think I was going to like it because it's such a slow burn, but once you get into the character development and all that stuff, it's pretty good. I feel like I'm just avoiding you guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat right now. Uncaged MTB is here. What's up, Joey? Who else we have here? Mark the segment. No breaks. Car Wreck Trail's a DH trail. Duh. No kidding. It's Blair's. It could be Blair's car. It surprised me. I'll just tell you now. It's a 1946 coupe. So I have a picture of it in the video, brand new. It's a nice car. It's not just some old lumpy car that was stuck down there. Some old Pacer or something, or some crappy Ford Focus. Obviously, it's from 1966. That didn't exist, but you know what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, what's up, Ryan? Ryan is living in Portland. He's a former SoCal native. Not native. He's from all over the place, but he's a good guy. Ryan's a great rider, too. Ryan Tanner, MTV. Where's the best place to rent a bike in OC? Robbie Page wants to know. Let's put him on the block. I would say, why not go to the mill, YT Mill? They have them in there for free. You just have to sign over your life on a piece of paper in case you get hurt. And then you've got the bike and the trails are right there. I would suggest going to YT and checking out one of their inline models. Joe Carball says, if you like Yellowstone, check out 1883. It's the Yellowstone origin story. I've been eyeing that one. I've also watched 1923, which is Harrison Ford's version, which is pretty good. That's what got me sucked into Yellowstone. There's only like 3 episodes of that, and yeah, that's about it for the Yellowstones. There's 3. It's crazy when that happens, right? Like one show like Yellowstone is successful, and then all of a sudden there's like 4 more shows right banking off of that thing, and they're trying to make the money as quick as they can. Let's see, what am I drinking? I'm drinking a Space Dust in a glass. It's a little funky. It's a little tart. Space Dust is a strong IPA. Usually have only like 1 or 2 of those and have a light beer after, if anything, because you have like 6 Space Dusts and you're going to be dusted. Ramoer says Oak's going to be closed all weekend with the amount of rain we're getting. I agree. After tonight, it's sad to say, but I think either San Juan or the Luge, give it another day or 2 after today, but the Luge should be rideable by this weekend if we don't get any more rain. What the hell happened? It wasn't even supposed to rain tonight. All of a sudden, I took the dog out and came in, and I heard it on the roof. Is that a cool story? I don't think so. You should meet up at a skate park and have a skate meeting. Oh man, I need to get back on the board first. I don't trust myself skating in front of people right now. I got to go and have a couple goes before I show my lame ass in public. All right, what else do we have here? I have wrote down the meatball of the week. Call me Mr. Meatballs for this segment. The meatball of the week is a good thing. Okay, usually that sounds like it's going to be bad news, but meatball of the week. I'm going to Disneyland on Saturday for my wife's birthday. My wife Heather had her birthday yesterday, and I got dinner. We're gonna have my treat to dinner, Carthay Circle, and so we're gonna be doing that all day long, riding rides and saying hello to Mickey Mouse. And she freaking loves it there, man. She's like an adult. She's super fan. She watches the YouTube videos and the things like that. So it's definitely more for her, but I enjoy it as well. So it'll be a good day. Yeah, the fugazi of the week is the negative part. And this is not really negative as much as it is annoying just because we're getting so much rain. That's all it is. I haven't been able to ride my bike this week. So like I said, it's that like 3 days in between where tomorrow you're going to ride and then it rains again. And then you start back from zero. What is my wife saying here? Oh, I'm the meatball of the week. That's the sweetest thing I ever heard. You're my little meatball. Is that accurate? You like to be a meatball? That's good. I'm glad you like to be a meatball. That's a spicy meatball. That's my wife. She's a spicy meatball. One of my favorite restaurants in Fullerton. Good question. And man, I really like a restaurant close to Fullerton called Bruno's, and it's in Brea. It's a great Italian place. If we're doing takeout, I really like Fredolino's or Luigi's. I know you guys are going to think I just eat Italian food. I don't know. I eat Subway for lunch. I make myself sandwiches at home a lot of the time. So there's that. The meatball. I saw a video of a friend riding Joplin and it was full on raging river. Not good. Not good for the trail. Not good for them. You're going to get, and Joplin's way the hell out there. You're going to get stuck out there. I hope you made it back okay. Stubricks is great. Great steakhouse. Sometimes we take a walk down there, Robbie. Good call. What are some of your favorites? Give me some ideas. I live in Fullerton. I'm from Connecticut originally, but I'm one of those guys that I like to venture outside my comfort zone, but I also get comfortable within it. So I find some places that I like and end up finding different things within those menus. Scott says the rain is killing me. I picked up a decoy and have nowhere to go. Oh man, you're really waiting then. You have a new bike day coming up and you can't even get out there right now. I feel for you, Scott. Scott is also a Patreon member. Let's see here. Semtech, dude, I really dig your videos. Good music and editing. I can just enjoy it. Maybe Chino Hills SP again. Keep riding and I'll keep watching. I appreciate that, man. It takes a lot of time making these videos, and I love that you're taking the time to watch them. Chino Hills would be a good one again. Yeah, when things open up, definitely need to get my stamina back up. It's not e-bike friendly, but I think I need to get my ass back in the saddle and get into shape. Like it's been tough, man. I had COVID, then I got sick again with the flu or whatever the hell I had for 3 weeks. Then the rain started. I think I got 3 rides in maybe in the last 2 months or something like that. Like I don't mean to keep complaining, but hey, this is what we're all dealing with right now. We are addicted to riding our bikes, and it's been tough to ride them. Ramirez says the Super Bloom is this year. That's great. I love the Super Bloom. For those of you that are not familiar with it, I did make a video a couple of years ago at Chino Hills with the Super Bloom. It literally sounds like what it is. This massive poppy, I think they're poppies, and they blossom all at once, all in different colors. And it looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory with just candy everywhere instead of flowers. It's beautiful. Let's see. Mark says Roscoe's was cool, but Joey was sending people to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Yeah. We had a couple of people go to the wrong Roscoe's. You got to be very specific because Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is probably the more famous one. That's for sure. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, we talked about all this stuff. So the idea behind this little live stream that I'm doing right now isn't supposed to keep it. I'm not trying to go for a new record here. Not trying to go for an hour or two. I just want to check in with you guys every Thursday and say hello, see what's going on with you, talk about my week. It's a little bit something that extra that can offset my videos because I miss this. I miss the engagement and the community that is surrounding a lot of the videos. I don't get to see you guys unless I'm doing a Patreon group, right? And I know there's so many more of you out there, and I just appreciate you guys being a part of the channel, supporting it. It means more than you know. It's helping to support a lifestyle that is kind of a dream of mine and be able to travel and ride my bike. So I just want to let you guys know that it doesn't go unnoticed that you're out there and saying good things and passing my channel around word of mouth. I know a lot of people coming to the channel because of you, and you guys are you guys that are here right now are probably the best supporters. So I just appreciate it. And before I end up having a little tear come down my eye, I'm going to say goodbye and thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to be in Joshua Tree in Vegas next week. So I'm going to try to do one from a different location. I'll be with my buddy Jay. So we'll try to fit one in. I'm trying to do this every Thursday, 6 o'clock. So mark it on your calendars. You'll see a little thumbnail pop up the day before. And, with that, I'm going to say, see you guys next week.